Candidate Biden, you heard there, said he would hold Saudi Arabia accountable. Now that he's president, he's imposed no travel ban, no asset freeze, no criminal charges, and most importantly, no sanctions directly on the Crown Prince himself. Why not?
Well, first, Anna, from the first day of the administration, we have been crystal clear at every level, from the president on down, we're going to recalibrate this relationship and turn the page from the last 4 years. And that means ending our support for the war in Yemen, doing more to address the humanitarian crisis, and ensuring that we are holding to account the actions, the human rights abuses of this government by word and by action. The release of this report, which was held back over the last 4 years, is part of that, making that clear to the public. But we've also taken a number of steps through the Treasury Department, through the State Department, to sanction the deputy head of intelligence, to sanction the revolutionary forces in Saudi Arabia, and to make clear that we will never let this happen again. And that's a message we've clearly sent over the last few days.
Okay, but you're talking about the people who are under the Crown Prince, and they are being punished. So isn't punishing them like punishing the hitman and not the mob boss who actually put out the hit?
Well, first, Anna, historically, and even in recent history, Democratic and Republican administrations, there have not been sanctions put in place for the leaders of foreign governments where we have diplomatic relations, and even where we don't have diplomatic relations. And we believe there is more effective ways to make sure this doesn't happen again, and to also be able to leave room to work with the Saudis on areas where there is mutual agreement, where there is interest, national interest for the United States. That is what diplomacy looks like. That is what a complicated global engagement looks like. And we have made no secret and been clear we are going to hold them accountable and on the global stage and in with direct actions.
Yeah, I hear you, but you say hold them accountable, and it just doesn't look like that when it comes to the notion of justice. And the question is, do you feel like justice has really been done when it comes specifically to the Crown Prince and his role in the brutal murder of a journalist because the journalist was working on stories that were challenging him?
Well, this is a horrific crime, and the president has said that himself. I will reiterate that here today. One of the reasons the State Department put in place what we're calling the Khashoggi rule is because we believe that anyone who threatens journalists, who threatens dissidents, should be held to account and should potentially have their travel visas revoked. That's a global issue and one we took action on Friday. At the same time, Dana, it needs to be clear that our relationship with Saudi Arabia is one that is in the interest of the United States to maintain, while still being clear it will be recalibrated. We are going to hold them accountable for human rights abuses, and we're going to take actions, including the actions announced by the State Department and the Treasury Department on Friday.